People that are watching, Jess Hilarious recently went live on Instagram Live and basically was talking about the issue that she had with the Breakfast Club. For those that don't know, Jess kind of stepped away from the show because she was on maternity leave, and what ended up happening was they had brought in somebody by the name of Lauren. I'm forgetting Lauren's last name. Lauren. Sorry, let me look it up again. Lauren LaRosa had been filling in for her, doing her rumor reports and giving her accounts of the show. So once Jess returned, Lauren was still there. So Jess went on Instagram Live to kind of discuss like what has been happening and her qualms and feeling that like, hey, her role has now been replaced. So since then, go ahead. So since then, there has been several things that happened. They addressed it on air. First, she had a conversation with Charlemagne and Envy. Then they had a conversation with Charlemagne, Envy, and Lauren. Then now we see they are dropping parody videos of My Job Is Mine. And that is the most recent thing that happened this week, but kind of wanted to have your stance and your take on the situation at hand.
I think it's unfortunate for Jess because it's such a real feeling. And you know, like we everybody talking about her being pregnant, going on maternity leave, and like, you know, the emotions that you have. What is it called? Postpartum. And that's real. But unfortunately, the world don't give a fuck about the workspace. Don't care about that, right? And as much as we can give grace, businesses don't care about that. And I say that because it should be a space where women can have these emotions, right? Speak about them, and that be it. But in a healthy way, right? So as much as I want to understand, like when we talk about how she came out on live, you know what I'm saying? Like the conversation, even with how she was acting towards Lauren at the times. But we can't, because that's my dog. Like I love her for real. But we can't ignore like how it looks on camera. Like when you telling Lauren shut up, things like that. I understand.
Oh, the professionalism of it. Yeah.
And just going on live, like it looks corny. Like Evie said, you got to acknowledge that, but I understand it. And it's like, I wish it could be a space where the world was more forgiving.
To both sides of it.
Exactly, right? But getting down into like what actually happened, I feel like, I think I seen somewhere where Angela Yee said was talking about having 4 mics. Mm-hmm. My stance remain the same. I feel like they didn't tell just that. Because even, nigga, it's billboards everywhere of Breakfast Club with Jess Hilarious and Envy and Charlemagne, right? They've been promoting just them 3. Mm-hmm. And even when they was looking for a new co-host, they never said nothing about 2 co-hosts. Mm-hmm. They said they looking for a co-host to replace Angela Yee. Mm-hmm. They had mad guest co-hosts on there, right? It was never told to the public that it was supposed to be 2. Mm-hmm. Never. So when y'all all of a sudden saying like it was supposed to be this, like, well, I didn't know. Nigga, I didn't know either. And I'm just a person, a
bystander, yeah.
So who the fuck knew that? That's 1. 2, like Jess said, like, bro, I went on leave. I even said she should do it. But when I come back, she's still here. And that may be some Baltimore communication, because I understand it. It wasn't rude. It's just like, nigga, like, I'm back.
All right, you did your job.
Yeah, you did your job. Not being rude, but nigga, in what workspace does that happen?
It's like the backup quarterback remaining the starter.
He's not the backup. Yeah. Right, exactly. So it's like, bro, like, okay, the help should be gone. Thank you, but what the fuck are we doing? So she's still there. Y'all not telling me like, yo, Lauren did a great job. We want to keep her in. And it makes sense because she's good.
She's amazing.
She's fucking great.
She's amazing. An amazing journalist. Let's not take that away from her.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably like top 10.
One of Coda's. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Just being real. Like top 10. So I get who is it? Power 103?
Or 105 or something like that?
Yeah, so I get the company, because not even saying it's Charlemagne or Envy. I get them wanting to keep her. That makes sense, right? Even Charlemagne and Envy, they want to keep her. But what happens to the communication? Like, bro, I'm tired of like people doing shit to fuck you over and expecting no response out of it. Like, nah, bro. I'm not saying y'all did it intentional or malicious, but you gotta accept the consequences that come with it. But that's why I don't like it, because it's a job. Yeah. And nobody gives a fuck about your feelings, respectfully.
I mean, you were talking to me about that with the job.
Because niggas don't give a fuck about your feelings, you got to move in accordance to how the standards are for the business, right? So that's why it's like I understand both sides, but I don't agree with that. But that's why I'm not in radio no more. I do this my way because if I get emotional, I can do it, and I'm not. This is my shit.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I got a message still to this day. I keep telling just do a podcast, do your own thing, because if they ever decide to say fuck you, they can do that, and we see it too many times. Niggas don't have no loyalty to us.
Nah,
they don't have no loyalty to the work that we done. None of that. Because the moment it don't work out for them, I'm sorry. It was nice having you, but see you later. Bye. Right? But that's why I got my own shit. So to go back into it, it's unfortunate because we see this happening, and then everybody looking at Jess crazy. It's like, nigga, y'all ain't tell me nothing. Like, yeah, y'all was asking me, am I all right and all that? Yeah, I'm good, but what the fuck? Well, how many times somebody asks you okay and you're not really okay? Come on now. But niggas looking at Jess like she crazy. Like, nah, bro, like, it's supposed to be us three, and now y'all get somebody up here who, like she said, reading, right? But basically doing a job right and doing a job good, and now everybody on the internet is trying to compare us too. And instead of y'all fighting it and stopping it, because y'all not stupid, talking about something, why you reading the comments?
You're saying to feed into it, yeah.
You know I get it, because I say that all the time. Don't read the comments. But y'all see what the fuck is going on, right? Y'all ain't stop it either. Y'all continue to have it because it was getting more ratings, because niggas are talking about y'all. At what point are we going to, again, put character in between business and the workspace?
Because who started it even? Was it Corey Holcomb or something like that?
Nah, he started saying something about it, but the comments. Niggas been saying Lauren need to be the co. Like, even, like, to be honest, bro, to be real, but it was between Lauren and Jess when it came down, like, when they was, before they made a hire, for Lauren to be, like, not a celebrity, bro, a lot of people were saying they was champion for Lauren to be the co-host.
Oh, before they
hired.
Yeah.
When they was just doing a little test. Because she always was that good. I think Jess just really good at what she does, and she has a great fan base. Like, so people were saying, then Charlamagne loves her, you know what I'm saying? That just made sense for the business side. But a lot of people were champion for Lauren, right? So when you see that Jess is going and Lauren is doing her job, and everybody keep making a comparison, bro, it's nothing to just to clear, like, yo, we fuck with both of them, right? So now you got Jess thinking. Mm-hmm. Now you put that on top of your emotions, the postpartum and things like that. So that's the worst thing. That's the worst place she could be in. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, I think they could have did a better job at managing that situation. Not saying it was their fault. I'm not saying they did anything wrong. But I feel like when it came to managing, they mismanaged that situation.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you could have communicated that to Jess. You could have said something on air about the comments, how they putting them against each other, right? Anytime, like, Lauren do something, they try to compare it to Jess, and it's not close. It's not a comparison at all. Jess ain't get hired to be a journalist. Even though that's what
she's
comes
a comedian.
That's what comes with the job. But you got to learn that. You got to understand that. Even me, I know that because I've been in radio, I've learned, and I've grown. She's an infant in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's an infant. She don't know. She didn't go to high school. She didn't go to school for journalism. She don't know. She probably don't even know 10 things
about radio.
And
you know what's kind of interesting is, like, you look at her co-hosts, right? Both of them started as producers, or they sat under somebody else for a while. You had Envy
sat under one of the goats of fucking media,
and Wendy Williams, and then you had Envy, who was a producer for a long time before he was given his shot. So it's interesting because you can see, like, they understand the industry, they understand the business of it, but because of that, it's like, I guess they're kind of projecting, like, you should just know this. You know, right. But it's like having this conversation. Again, I can't speak to it as this is a definite because I don't know what the day-to-day operations are for Power 105 or iHeartMedia in general. But when you just have that when you just said what you said about the comparison, I think looking at how they're handling it now, they are doing it. It's smart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's play to our strengths. I don't know if they really are agreeing with it as much as
even that. I don't like it though. I'm sorry.
The Job Is Mine video and all that.
It's cool. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like it now because y'all could have been did that to avoid this. Mm-hmm. So now you're doing it now you playing into the comments or you playing into what's going on to benefit from you again. But that shows the mind of the business because guess what? Y'all didn't get out in front of it to stop it because why? It was beneficial to the business. I don't like that. We work on people here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I feel like they mismanaged the situation.
Now, let me ask you a question. Who mismanages? I don't know too much about the day-to-day operations. Is that because I remember when I first brought it up to me, I was like, that's the producer. Remember? I was like,
well, I'll tell you this. And just because you could have did something better don't make you bad, right? So I feel like Charlamagne or Envy, again, I'm not talking to their character, but I'm saying like, yo, yeah, y'all saying don't read into the comments. But if y'all see the shit that's getting spilled, you could have got in front of it, right? That don't make you a bad person. I'm not saying you're a bad person for that. I'm just saying you could have did a better job of being a mentor. Nigga, Charlamagne, you took Jess in under your wing. Nigga, she has the utmost respect and love for you.
Expectation. We was just talking about.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like as a mentor, you could have jumped ahead of that. Like, y'all seen the comments, bro. Y'all seen what was going on. And granted, it probably wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you could have did a better job at managing that situation, especially understanding the position that Jess was in. Bro, it takes nothing to be like, yo, Jess. I don't know if they had these conversations. I don't know if Jess just got overly emotional. Even just giving some affirmation. Yo, Jess, we see the comments. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel like you don't belong here. Something simple as that. A text. Yo, I need you to understand that Lauren is dope at what she does, but she's been doing this for a long time. You just started. You will get there, right? But also, you here because you're a star, Jess. And none of that is comparable to each other. She worked for this. She got here. She worked. You worked for this in a different way.
She went to school for this.
Right. She went to school for this. Jess, you got here from Baltimore. You got here off of your talent. You're talented, bro. You worked your ass off to get here.
And not to say that she's not talented. Lauren is, yeah, right.
No, I'm saying like just comparing the two is affirming her like, yo, you here because you made a name for yourself and you belong here. Don't think for 1 second that you don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? And you can have a conversation with both of them. Like, yo, we see it. And again, I don't know if these conversations were had, but I feel like if that's had, then maybe this doesn't explode how it explodes.
I agree. I think that it is like a mishandling of the situation at hand. I think that moving forward, this is a lesson for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because you get into a place where I think this is also a situation where they have a lot of other things going on between the two of them, Envy and Charlamagne. Not to give any excuses, but it's like, that's your crux. Like, don't forget the crux. Like, this is your anchor. For all of your extra stuff, this is your anchor. Yes, you are a brand and personality outside. Charlamagne, you got your own podcast. Envy, you got your own ventures and real estate and everything. But this is the crux of what people have come to know you for. So, like, you got to maintain home. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we talk about pastoring sometimes to draw the comparison. And I remember somebody was always like, ministry starts at home. So, like, you can't go out to go preach to the people and then you're not ministering in your house. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest takeaway that I have for it.
And another thing that I just don't like about it is now, believe it or not, right? This is one strike on Jess's behavior. Yeah. Like, even if they all forgive her and move on, they never going to forget this one time.
Because at the end of the day, they aren't the ones that make the decision.
Exactly.
It's the ones that are above.
Right. So now, okay, this one, but okay.
Hello.
So what happens with another time? And another time. You know what I'm saying?
Because now, they're saying, "Oh, she's problematic. Oh, she's going to social media and talking about this. Oh, nah, man. But we got a guest coming up, man.
Guess, man. I got
Berlinga is on the way.
Yeah, man. So
pull up.
Let's have this conversation.